Flylady Diane here. We are back in zone 5. It's week 5 of the month, so we're back in zone 5. And zone 5, as you can see, is the family room, the den. It's the room where you probably spend most time together as a family. So what are we going to do in this room this week? Well, if you're a new fly baby, you probably have quite a lot of clutter. So I would suggest that you just take your trusty timer. Make sure you're dressed to shoes, and yes, I've got my shoes on as always. Oh, there we go. And just see if you can declutter for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day in this room. Remember, your clutter didn't get there overnight, and we're not going to have this whole area decluttered in 1 week. All right, all we're wanting to see is a bit of progress. And believe me, if you just focus on one area, each day you'll slowly begin to see the clutter leave the building, okay? And that's what we're all about. If you've been a fly baby for a while, you've maybe started your decluttering and you want to get a bit more into cleaning, go to the Flylady website and you can look on the front page under Launchpad and you'll see the missions for this week. Now, please remember, you don't have to do 5 missions this week, just take them as a guide. You can also look on the Flylady Plus app. You'll find the missions there, and also you will find the detailed cleaning lists. So if you want to do some detailed cleaning this week, go ahead and do that. If you look at the missions, you'll see that often it's a mix of both things. It's, some are decluttering, some are detailed cleaning, and that way it stops us getting too focused on one or the other thing. Now, if you've been a fly baby for a long time and don't have much clutter left, then go ahead, look at the detailed cleaning list and do 2 or 3 things from the list. Now, I have been a fly baby for 10 years and I've got rid of a lot of clutter, and it looks fairly decluttered in here, but I don't know if you can see behind me that big chest of drawers. That belonged to my Danish father-in-law. And that is full of things like candlesticks, candles, what else have I got in there? Oh, videos, videos, DVDs, that's what you call them these days. Hopefully nobody's got any videos left. And if you do, you might want to toss those this week. And also things like tablecloths. So this week I'm going to be spending a bit of time in those drawers because it looks kind of fairly decluttered in this room, but actually the junk is in a drawer. And that's the problem for me. I've got junk which is behind drawers and behind doors places. So I'm still working on that. I've also got some flowers that need to be, probably cut down a bit, and they're beginning to droop. And I've got some newspapers in here and also some books, more books that I want to declutter because we have a lot of books in here. You can't see all the bookcases, but we have a lot of books in here. So just remember, this week when you are working on zone 5, the living room, make sure to set your timer, please, but before you start, because you know what we're like, we don't want to do anything, and when we do get started, we're pulling out all the books and pulling out all the drawers. Just take one section at a time. And the way that I like to do it is just, I just stand in one area of the room and then I work my way around clockwise. And I look and see what is the worst area in the room and take that. And, once you get it cleared off, like the coffee table, go ahead and, get a little bunch of flowers or put a candle there, clear it off, because once you've got that area cleared, it makes it really difficult to start piling stuff on again because it actually looks quite nice. We get used to seeing the empty spaces. What else for this week? I'm going to be doing my weekly home blessing. I'm making this video on Monday and I'll be doing my weekly home blessing today. I always try and stay in the zones as much as possible. Now, one of the parts of weekly home blessing is to polish mirrors and glass doors, windows. Because we're in zone 5, that's what I do. I start with the windows and the glass doors in this room. next week we'll be back in zone 1, which is the entrance. So I will do the windows in the entrance area. So do you see how that works? I try and stay in the zone. So even my weekly home blessing, I start it in this room. And that way I can get a little bit more detailed cleaning. And remember, when I say I'm cleaning windows, I'm not getting out a bucket of soapy water and getting the ladder out and the old newspapers and vinegar. All I do is I've got my little cleaning caddy and I just scoosh with a bit of generic window cleaner and give it a wipe down with one of my Flylady purple rags. And you don't need to have Flylady stuff, use whatever you have. And that way I can get all the windows done in this area within 10 minutes. Isn't that fantastic? So if you haven't tried the weekly home blessing before, and I walked you through the whole purpose, the whole thing of doing that 1 hour weekly clean of the main areas of your house. If you don't know what it is, you can go and look. I've made a whole playlist, and the ideas with those videos is not for you to sit on your bottom and watch me cleaning, but I clean in my house and you clean in your house, and that we were doing it together, all right? Because I love that idea that, you know, it's Monday and I know that somebody else out there in the world is doing weekly home blessing just like me. Then I just don't feel like I'm alone. It's always more fun to do it with somebody else. So I'm going to get on with weekly home blessing, and then I'm going to check the missions and see if there's something else I can do in this room. Remember, please set your timer, make sure you're dressed to shoes. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments, and otherwise I wish you a very happy Monday, and very dull and grey today in Copenhagen. We had a beautiful sunny day yesterday. The spring has started here. But anyway, I'm going to have a cup of tea and then I'm going to get started, and I shall see you very soon. Okay, live long and prosper. Flylady Diane signing off from wonderful Copenhagen.